Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Hey, my name is Blaine,
And I'm Mallory.
and we are with Really Creative Travel, and we are on the Carnival Horizon on the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise, and we've had such an amazing time this week. We've gotten to hang out with friends, we've made lifelong memories, we've made lifelong friendships that'll last forever. The best part is we've got to hang out with Kenny, Fordmate, aka Kenneth Oaks. He was the first recipient of the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise. He's never seen the ocean. He's never been on a cruise, which is awesome. So it was touching to see all the experiences. At 28 years old, he can see and relive this, and hopefully he'll be on another cruise one day. I just want to say thank you to Shaun, Alana, and all the board members that's done a lot this week. I mean, they've been running around the ship, making sure everything goes smoothly, and
all those who donate.
all the ones who donated. If it wasn't for the ones who donated, this would not ever be possible.
Right.
So thank you for the donations. We've had an awesome time, and we wouldn't have it no other way. You got anything?
It's just been an awesome experience to kind of, I remember my first cruise, and it's been an awesome experience to see Kenny's first cruise and see it through his eyes. It's been really cool.
So we can't wait to see the next recipient. It's helpinghandsforcruising.org, and you can donate there for all the future cruises they've got planned for other recipients. Be on the lookout for all the fun videos and all the vlogs coming out, so stay tuned.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here, or should I say to some of you that are across the pond, good morning. How are you? First of all, let me just run through the chat real quick just to see who's in there. I know that both Michael and Megs and C's are in there, so welcome aboard, Meg. Welcome aboard, Michael Ann. Meg is going on a huge trip. She's going on an aeroplane. She's bought a ticket on an aeroplane. Don't know where. Oh, forget the rest of the song, and I can't sing it. Probably Jonesy would know the words to that song a lot better than me. At any rate, Meg, safe travels, and we wish you only the best time. Let me see. Down Under Cruises. Who the hell are they? Unbelievable. Who's the Shaun character? I don't know. Anyway, welcome aboard Down Under Cruises. Yeah, Michael, and I'm sorry. It took me a while to show up, but I was doing something in the background. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. you're saying that you were sitting out in the backyard. It was a fantastic day today. Summer's here in Tassie. Summer's here in Melbourne as well. We had well, it's currently sitting on 24 degrees C. With 73% humidity. So we and what it's what 6 minutes past 8 in the evening. So we were up there around about the 24, 28, 29 degree day. So I can only imagine, what were you getting down there in Tassie? Not as high, I don't believe, but you know what? If you were getting up in the 20s, I'd be really not. I'd be really happy, because that would be a nice day. Michael Ann says she wishes it was summer. I can understand that. You guys get freaking cold up there. And Megs is saying that she's cold too. So there we go. Jonesy's sitting out in the back. So Jonesy, what's your temp? Give us your temp, mate. Michael Ann is sitting on 7C at the moment. Man, that's freaking cold. Melbourne only gets to that overnight, maybe, and very rarely do we get under zero. So I've only ever had it go -3 twice. No, 3 times that I've in all my time here. So there we go. Jonesy is currently sitting on 24C. It was 24. They had, and it is now 18. Man, 18 is very pleasant. Very pleasant. Meg is sitting at -1. Man, that's cold, Meg. That is cold. And I know that if I was in that environment, Meg, my voice would go up at least 3 octaves. So you think my voice is high right now? Might be somewhere up there. Yeah, shut up, Shaun. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about what's going on with Helping Hands. I mean, there's some exciting stuff. You'll notice the new look. I took away the white bit in the middle, and I think, give me feedback. Does this look great, or do you want the white back? How do you think this looks? I think that's not too bad. We've got our Aussie payment structure here using PayPal, and we've got our new fundraising system using that QR code there. We're trying to move away from PayPal for obvious reasons, but the good news is that whenever we raise any funds utilizing the US format, for those of you that are across the pond, we will be able to track who's given what. So, Michael and Meg, this is aimed at you, because you guys are going to be the ones that are going to be being involved. When you actually sell the concept of the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-a-Thons, I'm going to ask you please to just give us a heads up, and we need to have a heads up fairly quickly of who's going to be in the January Cruise-a-Thon. And the reason why we need a heads up real quick is because whatever we raise from there needs to go into the Zephy system, the new fundraising system, so that we can actually get in all their links and keep a track of which presenters are making the most and so forth. So it gives us some good reporting. Jonesy is saying that it doesn't look too shabby. Oh, that's cool. Michael Ann thinks that looks good. That's great. Meg is saying, thank goodness her voice doesn't change based on temperature. Meg, mine does. And Meg thinks it looks way better. Awesome. Thank you so much. And we're trying to see if we can get something else organized with the logo. So we'll see how we go with that. All right. So the Cruise-a-Thons, we're looking forward to that. It's going to be doing some amazing stuff. We're going to be getting some more funds in there so that we can get some more recipients on board cruise ships. We're currently looking at the next cruise, which will be the Alaska cruise with Bruce, and I'll put up a promo on that shortly. But that cruise looks like having a recipient on board, which is going to be amazing. And then I believe there's a possibility of 2 recipients going on to the Rock and Roll Tribute. So what we're really looking for now is getting some sponsorship coming up for the Rock and Roll Tribute. We need to get a bucket load of sponsorship happening because ideally, folks, we would like to see, if I can help it, we'll get up to, I mean, I know what Ross is saying right now, that he can only handle 2. But if I can help it and we can put it together, we'd like to see if we can get 5 recipients on board the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. The reason why I say that is currently we've got 63 cabins sold. We need to sell another 77 and we will have quite a bit going on there. So we will then be able to be doing some amazing things with recipients, and we are going to be getting a professional photographer on board who's going to be taking some good snaps. We basically need as much information as we can. Michael Ann, Meg is saying to you to reach out. Please reach out, and that will be amazing. Meg is saying, so you're giving me a report that I need to watch the last board meeting, and that is correct. You do. In fact, you need to watch the last 3 board meetings, but that's okay. You can, you know what, when you've got some downtime, as in you've got that, you just need to download them onto your mobile. And then on the flight that's going to take you however long, all you need to do is just watch them while you're busy flying off. I mean, you'll definitely get some good sleep going on that flight if you do get into the board meetings. Because the word board is, people need to attend an HH4C board meeting. It's not boring at all. A lot happens and there is some good merriment in there and so forth. In terms of what's happening down under, the helping hands for cruising financials have been moved to a new accountant. And so with helping hands and my personal business and a couple of other bits and pieces being moved to the new accountant, he now has a priority. And the first thing in the priority is get my business out of the way. His second thing in the priority list is get HH4C up. And that becomes a major, major priority for us. So that'll be an exciting thing. A couple of other things going on in the pipeline, but we need to notify the board first before I get to speak about it. Other than that, folks, any questions that you have for the board right now, or for me, more to the point? Questions for me are easy. Questions for the board, well, we'll have to, Michael Ann says it, laugh out loud, board meeting. Yeah, that's right. It's not that bored. I mean, we don't get bored when we're at our board meetings. It becomes fun. Okay, so what can I say? There are some exciting things. If there are any questions out there for me, please fire them out. We will have, I'll try my best to answer them. We will be having our board meeting in the first Saturday of December, which I believe will be the 7th of December, because the first will be a Sunday. So there we go. And Michael Ann puts it bluntly, no time to get bored at those meetings. You are quite right, especially when you're dealing with some of the other board members. Anyway, What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put up the Alaska. Now, by the way, Meg, if you're able to make it on the 7th, great. Otherwise, look forward to having some feedback. Okay, so let me get this on because this will be our next cruise that will have a recipient on it. So let's go.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah, Meg, I know, but you know what I'm going to say to you? We're going to talk to him and see if we can't get him being a presenter at one of our shows. That'd be great, especially for the Cruise-a-Thon. I'm pretty sure there's some exciting stuff going on. Ross has enlightened me on something he wants to get organized. Bruce has organized me. Now, let me tell you, whenever you talk about Bruce, seriously, Bruce, unbelievable. First it's a dress, then it's makeup, then it's lipstick. Who knows what act he's going to pull up this Cruise-a-Thon. But there's a man who is actually quite excited about assisting us, and yes, I want to push as much business his way as we, if we possibly can. What I will say to anybody out there who is a creator and wants to set up a group cruise, all you need to do is put together a 2 to 5 minute video educating us as to why we should pick you as a cruise host, and there will be a couple of rules and regs that we need to discuss, and then we'll see how we go and get you on board. Now, put this to the other side. If you know of anybody who you feel would make a great recipient, now, I'm not asking for people who are coming from the cruising community. I'm asking people that come from any walk of life. I don't care. A military person, an ex-nurse, whatever. Someone who's had hard knocks in life, never had the opportunity to cruise, and definitely is deserving, 150,000% deserving of a break, then we'll give them a cruise of a lifetime. But we need a 2 to 5 minute video nominating them, telling us why you feel they should deserve to get on board a cruise ship. I will say this, please do not nominate family members. You nominate a family member, we will not look at it. If you get somebody else to nominate that family member, we will definitely look at it. The reason why we won't go for family members is because we're biased. It's our family. So how can we get a true and great idea of whether or not that person is actually deserving or not? So we would appreciate it if you would nominate somebody else. That would be great. Meg, Bruce is an amazing person, and you know what? He also gives great hugs. Well, I didn't know that, but you know what? I will find out at the Rock and Roll Tribute. If we are fortunate tonight, I may find out at the Alaska. If we're not fortunate tonight and we are fortunate on Thursday night, I'll definitely meet him at the Alaska cruise. So there you go. And well, it won't just be me, it'll be Alana as well. We will both be able to attend that cruise. So people across the pond, you might see more of us if that's the case. What else can I tell you about Helping Hands? Right now, the board is working really hard to get things happening. We've got, with our current treasurer, Chris, he's got his finger on the pulse. We know exactly how much money is in the bank account. We know how much money we want to get. And all the legals are being taken care of, which is exactly what we need. With regard to our person who's involved, our liaison person, I'll say, well, I know Michael Ann is busting her rear end trying to get in contact with people. I will ask, if you do nominate somebody, please make them aware that they will be contacted by Michael Ann, so that and make it easy, because the sooner you get them in touch with Michael Ann, the sooner we can look at getting them on a cruise, if that's the way it's meant to be. So please do not please do make life easy, and notify the person you're nominating that they could very well get a call. It just makes life that much easier. All right, now I've got to do this because I know that. Oh, okay. There you go. You're doing it again. You're on. Get off my back. I'll get it going. Okay, just a minute. Oh, jeez. Yes, that is going to be one incredible cruise. There's going to be so many people. We're going to have so much fun. I know that Jonesy right now is on board that cruise with us, and we'll be meeting up with Donna and Ross and Jonesy and Mrs. Jonesy and some other Aussies as well. I hope Burjo and his wife Sue. There'll be Bruce and Cindy, James and Cindy Catanese. There's going to be so many people. It's going to be absolutely great. Michael Ann says, thanks, no problem, Michael Ann. I really appreciate everything you do. You're doing an awesome job, and you're one of my right handers. Meg is saying yes, please. I forgot what that's for, but hey, yes, you'll definitely get Michael Ann's help. Jonesy is saying 30 million tonight and 100 million on Thursday. If he wins, he'll shout us. Oh, thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. That's what I love about friends. They, especially in this group, they really care. Meg is saying it really sounds strange, but having a few days off, her entire outlook has changed. Sounds super stupid, but she's off for 5 days. Michael Ann, let me say this. It's not stupid, man. You've been working hard. You've been stressed to the max. And as Michael Ann says, you deserve it. So, just have a great break. Jonesy's saying that's great as well. So you know what? The only way that we can improve and we can feel better about ourselves is taking some time out, and that's awesome. And that's one of the things that Helping Hands for Cruising tries to do. Take somebody, picks them up from their environment and shows them a new world. I mean, making a dream a reality. And it certainly worked that way for every recipient we've had, because not only has Kenny seen a new way to vacation, but Kenny's had a total life change. He's living in a totally different state, totally different city. He's engaged now. He's been on 3 cruises. So you know what? He's really had a life turnaround. James and Cindy Catanese, they've gone through 2 cruises, I believe, and they're coming on the Rock and Roll Tribute. And you know what? Their life has changed. Scott and Amber Hicks, they've had a life change. Everybody seems to have had some sort of life change that has come out of a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. And all I can say is there's only one way to get this. But you've got to get involved. Mark Elaine is saying not only the recipients, it changes the people that sail with them. You took the words right out of my mouth, girl. I'll tell you what, my life, both Ilana and my life were totally changed because of that experience. And you know what? There's fun, and we've got to do it. We've got to get people involved with us. Jonesy's saying he's ready to retire, but he's still got a few years to go working, unfortunately. Mate, I know the feeling. I'm 63. Retirement age comes at 65 or 67. But when you run your own business, the only thing that stops you from retiring is the bank balance. As a result, I've got a bucket load of things that I need to complete. Either that or Thursday changes our lives totally. Meg is saying Kenny is totally blessed. So are James and Cindy, and all of them are family. Absolutely. James, Cindy, Scott and Amber, Kenny, they're all family, and they've become family purely because of the exposure to the Helping Hands for Cruising side of things. And for that, folks, I'm eternally grateful. I can have a look and say our lives have changed immensely. We've grown from it, and we've learned so much. I mean, whoever knew about Couch Cat? That's a thing you've got to ask Kenny. Where else would you have had the experience of someone like Ricky Rocker? Oh my God, did I actually mention that? Anyway, where else would you? I mean, I've actually seen Kenny literally go from his cabin to the um, to the buffet, and he's actually beaten me on his walker. I'm sorry. I am remiss. Michael Ann, you are right. You guys had an amazing cruise with Roxy, and I can tell you, Roxy is the little pocket rocket fire. I tell you what, everybody thinks she's a rocket. She had the most amazing time, and apparently you couldn't keep her still. That's what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. Now, Meg is saying Kenny's her little brother. Scott and Amber are brother and sister, and James and Cindy are aunt and uncles. So, wow, that certainly makes a change in your life, you know. Meg is saying can't wait to see Roxy after a cruise. Yeah, I think you know what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm going to well, we did actually interview her. Would have been the week after she got back. So, and her biggest thing was, she was saying to anybody who was potentially a recipient, don't keep still. Just go and do whatever it is you want to do. Go and do it so that you can get exposure. Michael Ann is saying no, she just kept going. She was like the Energizer Bunny, you know, going and going and going and going until eventually no more to see. But yeah, she came back. She was safe. She was happy. She had a life change, and she's figured out another way of vacationing or holidaying, as we Aussies would say. Now, to all the Americans, you guys have Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. On behalf of Helping Hands for Cruising, we'd like to we'd like to wish you a fantastic Thanksgiving. Meg is saying, it just started sleeting. Aren't we lucky we don't have that? Jonesy is saying, new theme song, We Are Family by Sister Sledge. You know what? Actually, I'll let you into a little secret. We asked Jimmy to write some songs for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. I've actually asked Jimmy to write a couple of other songs for the Cruise-a-Thons. So he will be doing that. All I need to do is put together some sort of theme, and we will be having our theme song for the Cruise-a-Thons coming up. And exciting stuff happening, absolutely. All right. What else can I say? Right now, the board are, as I say, working hard to get things happening. And as we get more and more news, more and more info, I will be in touch with all of you and just let you know what's happening. Now, by the way, guys, check out the helpinghandsforcruising.org website. There is merch out there. We need to move some of that merch. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Meg, you won't be doing a cruise-a-thon, but you love us, or will finally be with someone this year. Who might that be, Meg? And maybe Paul might be doing the cruise-a-thon. You might be his assistant. Who says you've got to have your face in there? We would love to have Paul do a show for us. But who will you finally be with, Meg? Michael Ann is saying that would be great. Thanks to Jimmy. Yeah, that will be great. And it's awesome, Meg. Yeah, we're really happy for you, Meg. We think you should enjoy yourself and have some peace. And, you deserve a good life. And that's what we want. Dry mouth. Yeah, I know. I was just stirring. But you put it out there, not me. You did. Now, what time's your flight, Meg? And how are you going to get there? You're going to get an Uber or you're going to get a cab? And boy, if you got either, man, I hope you stay nice and warm. I wonder, does Little Rock have snow as well? Does it snow like the northern part of the US in winter? Not that we're prying, but we don't know what snow is anyway. Okay, so I think that's about it. I think that's all the news I've got currently on HH4C. I will keep you posted next week at our usual time, 8 p.m. Melbourne time. That's sparrow fart for you guys across the pond. If you're awake, I'd appreciate it. If you're not awake, hey, that's cool. You catch us on the replay. But it's nice to have some company. By the way, if you're in there, please thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, and we definitely want this particular channel to end up being self-sufficient. Michael Ann, it's time you went to bed. It's time I shut down, and Meg got ready for the aeroplane, for the air report. So, yeah. Just to upset you guys, you have sea fog coming in. It looks awesome. Love this warmer weather. Yep, Jonesy, that I can concur with that. Let me just see. Currently, okay, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. I hit the right one. There we go. It looks like we're going to have a 28-degree day tomorrow with an overnight of 17. That is going to be absolutely gorgeous. 82% humidity, and it looks like we may have some rain. So there you go. Michael Ann is saying, have a great flight, Meg. And Meg is saying a flight's at 2:30, but it is super busy. Recommended time is 3 hours. That puts her at 10 a.m. leaving. Well, Megstar, I'll tell you what. Have you had any? I know you. Stupid question. Have you had any sleep? You're worse than Kenny, so I'm going to say you'll be doing some sleeping on the flight. So have a safe journey, and we wish you a fantastic trip. Let me say this, folks. Tomorrow, the Down Under Cruises will be on at 8 p.m., which is Sparrow Flight your time. And hopefully we'll be able to have some other people in there chatting with us as well. And on Friday night, you never know. Strange things could happen. Oh, wow. Meg had 5 hours of sleep. Jeez, that's a sleep in for you. Knowing you sometimes. All right, and that's probably why you're feeling better in yourself, because you've had some rest, and that's a good thing. All right, folks, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to pull the pin and wish you guys a fantastic time, a fantastic week, fantastic day. Michael Ann says she will not be up at Sparrow Fight again, hopefully. Well, you know, stranger things could happen. Anyway, wishing you all a great day and a great week. Have fun, and we will catch up with you later. Take care and safe travels if you're going anywhere.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dreams a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.